Hey guys. Okay, so welcome back. Thank you for being here. Um and let's get started. So, today I think I've touched on this off and on. I just really feel like right now it's something that I need to address. So if I've spoken about this before and you've heard it, then bear with me, and if not, then yay, new stuff. So, it's kind of a broad topic, but I think it's so easy with social media, with this, YouTube and Instagram and Pinterest, and everyone's like, it's Pinterest worthy stuff. It's so easy to fall into like comparing yourself to other people in so many ways, and that's why I love and appreciate when I see people who try really hard to not just show, you know, Pinterest worthy pictures, who, you know, don't show just the polished and perfect and pretty sides of things, who show you what like life actually looks like. It can be very hard to be transparent on social media, because and it's an easy thing to fall into, where you can kind of engineer yourself. You can make yourself appear any way you want, really. And that's very intoxicating, to just be able to be whoever and whatever you want. The only downside to that is then when, people find out that's not the truth. I've had kind of the opposite problem, where I guess because it's such an expected thing to create a persona. So then when I would run into people, I would meet people, and they were kind of like, oh, this is just who you really are. This isn't like a for show kind of thing. No, this is just it. And I guess they felt like I was like a lot too much to me. So I really I kind of went the other way, I guess, but people just expect that the person you portray yourself as is not going to be the real you. I kind of have where I expect the image that you're putting out is going to be who you are. Like, no, I'm going to believe that you are who you show and say that you are. So if that's not true, then yeah, that's where I'm going to start to have issues. But it's very easy to kind of create a persona and a life that doesn't exist. And then so many people want to be a part of something, so they really strive really hard to live up to something like that they see on social media, but that actually doesn't really exist. It's just a bunch of people trying to impress other people and tick boxes off a list. And for every one person that actually enjoys or finds fulfillment from doing a certain thing, it's like there's 20 others just saying, well, look at me, I do it too, but I really hate it and feel empty on the inside, but I do it too, look at me. Because we're so disconnected, and there's no tribe these days. Like, there's no, the village doesn't exist, and so we're all lonely and just looking for ways to connect. And that's kind of, I guess, the way we found to connect. But I feel like, I think it would actually be more beneficial to connect with people based on who you truly and authentically are. I think people are just going to feel more lonely if you're connecting with people just to fill that void, because that's going to fall apart. That's not authentic. It's not based on anything real. Find people that connect with who you really are. Just be be who you are, you know, because that's hard these days. That's the thing. And that's what I want to get back to. It's hard. It is hard. I know it's really hard to just let it down and be who you are, because everyone's judging everyone. Again, social media, it's super easy to sit there and point fingers and yell and call people names and bully people. And so it's time to stand up and say no, because, you know, for every person that is like shaming you for one thing, chances are, if that's not going on in their world, trust me, something else is. We're all a hot mess in our own way. You know, I remember when I was pregnant with my third child, and very, very fucking tired, because at that point, so I had, you know, a 3-year-old who has autism, and then I had, you know, an almost, let's see, at that point, 8-year-old who I decided to homeschool. And so very, very tired, very exhausted, very pregnant, and it was a high-risk pregnancy. And so I would post bump pictures because I love them. I would love to share them. Some people don't. It's not their cup of tea. To each their own. But there were always people that would comment instead of just like leaving it alone or ignoring it. They always had to. There were some people who always had to comment about how dirty my bathroom mirror was. And they're like, why didn't you clean that before you took a picture if you're going to post it on the internet? Bitch, it's a mirror. Like, fuck off. I don't care about how clean my mirror is right now. I'm showing off pictures of my bump. Like, I don't. The mirror was the last thing I cared about. Because I was just happy that, like, my kids were brushing their teeth. I was like, so many moms have dirty mirrors in their houses where if it's the kid's bathroom, it's dirty. And I don't give a crap. Like, look at the baby I'm growing, not the, like, smear on the bathroom mirror, please. But there were always, and, you know, eventually I would, like, block those people. Because I'm like, that's just, why even bring that negativity into a place? Let's talk about baby bumps. Or there were always people that were like, you know, well, this is insensitive to women who can't get pregnant. Well, bitch, I have PCOS and I have Hashimoto's disease. And so I wanted to show the fuck out of my baby bump because I didn't know that I was ever going to have another kid. And here I am having a kid. So let me enjoy this. I was like, I have complete, and as someone who's had several miscarriages, I'm like, I understand being on both sides of that, where I understand struggling with, you know, especially secondary infertility. And I was like, you know, but I also understand that, like, I can't expect the whole entire childbearing population to censor themselves so that I'm not upset. That's my shit to deal with after a certain point. You know, let's focus on, like, you know, trying to, like, okay, I have a dirty mirror. If someone has a dirty mirror, like, if you want to say something about it, why don't you say when you're going to go clean their mirror for them? Like, you know, I would have totally let someone clean my mirror if it bothered them that bad. I was just too tired to give a crap about the mirror. You know, like, I'll take pictures now because I see so many people beat themselves up, like, especially their spouses will come in and complain that they haven't done anything all day, or their house isn't tidy, or never they feel like their house isn't tidy enough, or their anxiety or depression is really whipping their ass, and so they feel really horrible. And so I'll do them a solid and send them a picture of my kitchen, because, you know, 6 people, and so especially like after dinner and stuff, yeah, the sink can just be like overflowing with dishes, and sometimes I don't do them until the next morning because I didn't get to it. So I'm like, people have dishes in their sink. Sometimes, you know, stuff boils over and the stove gets dirty and you don't wipe it off right away. Like, sometimes that happens. Do I love looking at the pretty pictures of like super clean? Like, I love to look at pictures of super, super clean houses. You know, like when people post pictures of the stuff they're cooking and everything's super clean, or they post pictures, you know, just of their house in general, and it's like super organized and super tidy. And I almost love when it's very like, they're like, oh, so sorry it's messy, and I'm like, bitch, you know that is not messy. Like, stop it. Like, I'm gonna show you some messy mess. Like, you stop with that, oh, sorry for the mess, tee hee hee. So that, of course, then people go, oh no, your house looks incredible. Oh my God, I wish mine looked that great. I'm like, your house, stop it. You like been cleaning and it looks good and you want to show it off, but there's like a pillow 2 centimeters out of place and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Stop it. Just like, be like, own that shit. It looks great. Be like, yes, it looks great. Thank you and you're welcome and good night. Like, it's okay to just be like, I like things really tidy. I like things really neat. I like to look at things that are really tidy and really neat. I just don't like to put in the work to actually do it. I think because it gets undone so quickly. And so, like, but I think it's important to show that, like, real people being real people. Because I find that far more, while I do like to look at the pictures of stuff that I am pretty certain is fake and mostly makes people feel guilty or obligated to do something, I much prefer just seeing people, like real people. It's so hard to be authentic and to be who and what and how you really truly want. And that's something I really am making a big focus of this year too, is like, not just to be completely transparent on social media and to really encourage people to ditch comparing themselves to others. But authenticity, that's, you know, we spend so much time and energy like shaming people and, you know, kind of pushing ourselves up on the backs of other people and chasing after things. And for what? To have people be impressed with us. But who are these people and why do they matter? At the end of the day, you're the one looking yourself in the mirror. So you need to quit, you know, in their quote, it's like, you know, you wouldn't worry so much about what other people thought of you if you realized how little they did. I think that's what it is. But anyway, it's true that really, I mean, it's, people don't worry about you as much as you think they do. So, I mean, really, it's a year, I think it's time to dig deep. I really want people, myself included, to really just, again, I keep saying how hard it is. I get it, because I'm right there in it, where you're trying to, like, not worry about other people, not judge other people, not let other people make you feel bad, and just dig down and figure who and what and how you are and want to be. And focus on that. Focus on what makes you happy in line with that. Because, you know, and especially, like, I'm 38, and so when I was growing up, there were certain expectations and ideals and things like that, and it can be really hard to try to sort out, okay, who you are versus who you were told you were or who you were told you have to be. And so I think that's a very, it's a good place to start. Just getting back to who you fundamentally are, what you believe, how you feel about things, and going from there. so that you're able to live a completely authentic and transparent existence where you don't really have to worry about comparison and you don't really have to judge others or yourself. Yeah. Sounds nice. That's a big, I think that's a big thing I'm working on this year. Because it'll help me, you know, accomplish what I need and want to accomplish. So, with that being said, I think I'm gonna go for now. And so yeah. So I will, let's see, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and you know the deal with the bell, click it so you will know when I put out another video, which will be shortly. And then let me know down in the comment box down below what you think, what you're trying to work on, how you feel about kind of living, how you're trying to live a more authentic life. So yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.